All right, let's show you around a little bit. I do have a couple instruments in here, and it's a whole mess. Start over here. This is my BC Rich axle-shaped guitar, and it sounds great. It's awesome. I love the design on it. It was given to me for my 18th birthday, and I did play the hell out of it when I first got it, but unfortunately it has been collecting dust. I'm gonna have to make a lot more use out of it in the not too distant future. So that is definitely going to be played. I got to get a pick though. I'm not really good with playing with my fingers, especially on electric guitar. And it definitely needs a tuning too. Bunch of chords and stuff that I really can't make use of right now. Except for this. I just need to get an amp for the guitar, or I can plug it into an interface and plug that interface into the computer so I can get some of that audio going through. But anyways, you know, that stuff later. I do have this Korg Kaossilator Pro. I also haven't used this for a while. Honestly, this stuff right here, that's another Korg synthesizer. And the guitar I haven't used in a while. I've just mainly been using this keyboard just because it's basically an all-in-one. So yeah, and I just really do have to start utilizing everything else I have in here. Basically, what this does is it's a touchpad. You can calibrate it any way you like. You can make it so you move your finger up or down. It increases its pitch or increases its octave, or it raises and lowers the wave tone. It does a lot of things. You can program it however you like. And not only that, but it also has a loop system of 4 patterns. So you can basically do a whole bunch of things in one system. So it's like a 2, 3 in 1. But it's mainly a dynamic phrase synthesizer, whatever that means. I really don't know. I have to do a little bit more research on how exactly to use this. But it's pretty useful if you get used to playing anything on this. It's not something that I'm used to, so it's kind of why I haven't used it. This used to be my go-to for a keyboard. Didn't have anything else, but essentially you could just create your own synthesizer sound or electronic piano sound. It's a bit old, but hey, that doesn't really make it, you know, any less useful. So that will be a great secondary to this, especially a backup if this ever takes a crap, which I really hope that never happens. And we come to the big boy, the king, the Roland Juno DS. I've been using this for like a whole year, and I've basically been making a whole bunch of beats off of this alone. It's a phrase system that you can basically make beats on 8 patterns, which is usually more than enough. But for me, I would like to have a little bit more. But you could also make your own synth waves. You can customize a little bit of the release, reverb, attack, chorus, and all of that, the typical controls. You can change preloaded synth sounds, basically like any other keyboard. But it does have a really cool function that enables you to basically, it's like an actual piano with a string and hammer. Whenever you hit a certain key, depending on how soft or how hard you tap it or hit it, it will emulate an actual piano. You hit it hard, then of course it's like you hit hard on a piano key, and it'll make that tone a lot louder or softer depending on, you know, your roughness or softness of your taps. So it's an excellent instrument that really gives an organic sound most of the time. So this is definitely my baby, and I really hope that it sticks around as long as I do, because I love it. And then this is my crappy L table. Yeah, I got this off of Amazon for $100. It works, and that's it. Can't really say much about the table. All right, so now we get to the stuff that I bought. Of course, this is a mic stand. I don't know if this rotates around. That'd be great. Trying to look at the description, and doesn't really say anything about that, so I guess we'll find out. But never heard of DR Pro, so if you guys know the brand well and you know how, if they're you know, decent quality or whatnot, just let me know in the comments down below. And I really don't know microphones at all, so this is gonna be my first one. It's a Shure SM58, and I'm hoping that it sounds good quality, and can cut out background noise and undesirable vocals as well. Which, I mean, then it should basically cut out my voice entirely. And of course, I have the wire paired with that, so well, it's not. It's that one that plugs right behind the Juno. So I have the foot pedal for that as well to emulate an actual piano. Just makes certain keys, whenever you press it, to have a little bit more reverb, or a lot of reverb. You can customize it on the menu, and it can do a whole other bunch of stuff that I really don't know. We'll find out. I do want to get some type of iMac, or maybe build another singular desktop. Don't really care for laptops all that much, honestly, but you know, it'll do. And then you got this Pioneer DJ headset. It's called the HDJ X7, and I can't read, but I'm not really familiar with all of their products, but I know the name. I think the name is very well known. Got this for $100, and I already had a headset. I did have Beats solos. I use them every single day for daily use, so I wanted to cut back on the use on that and get something that was just mainly for, you know, studio work, piano recording, just instruments in general. So we'll see how that sounds, and it looks like a very durable headset too. That's another thing that I just really didn't know how to treat my Beats. So yeah, I just didn't want to break them at all. They're less durable than any other headset too, and they're a bit fragile, honestly. But they sound great, so I want to keep those good for as long as possible. And last but not least, we come over to the analog drum synthesizer from Arturia, or Arturia. Yeah. I was mainly in the store to get a drum pad, or a MIDI pad controller for drum beats, but I got this instead. It's an analog synthesizer that you can basically, it has a bunch of sounds loaded up already into the hardware. So I don't really have to use software for that sort of stuff, or plugins. You can also record as well as its own system, and play back all you want. There's a couple of other things like distortion and decay, pitch, level, all of that good stuff. So see how that works. But I think this will definitely be a bit more catered to me in how I record music. I really don't care for software too much. I know that's inevitable in a way, but I do like analog instruments more. I feel like certain analog is a bit more expensive than the digital stuff. Or controllers, of course, because they don't really have too much hardware built into them and preloaded stuff. So this will do, and I can't wait to use it. Now I think it's time to take stuff out and put it all together. Got my knife. All right, now it's time to open up these packages, see what we got. All right, let's start with the mic stand, the biggest one. There we go, popped it out. And voila. It's opened. So this is the base where everything sets on, where the thing sets on, which is actually, oh wow, very heavy. I didn't expect it to be that heavy. All right, cool. Sturdy enough. All right. And I believe that the microphone then just screws in on the top here. And you can just hold this down and pull this up a little bit to your liking. All right, on for the other stuff. Yeah, this has some weight to it. Doesn't really feel too cheap, honestly. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what it sounds like. What else do we have in here? Guessing some accessories as well as the wire. I believe that there's also a huge male jack adapter. Yeah, there we go. For the keyboard. That'll definitely come in handy. And don't really know what the difference is between these two wires. One's just longer than the other, I guess. So that's pretty cool. And there's the little pouch you can put it in. Pretty nice. And it all feels very quality. Not bad. Definitely have to test out the sound though, for sure. Honestly, I think it's like the biggest challenge for me ever, just to try and open these things up with one hand, while the other is taking care of holding the phone to record. Alright. And this is where the microphone will be hanging on to. Just have this screwed into the top of the stand there. See if we have anything else in here, which I doubt there would be, other than the pouch for it. There we go. They make a pouch for everything, but that's great though. If you're ever on the move and you need it protected, then boom, it's pretty ideal. The mic cord, this end plugs into the microphone, the bottom, and the other end plugs into the keyboard. You can also plug it into an amp or interface, but for what I'm gonna do, I think it'll just be best if I plug directly into the keyboard. You start from here, and you can just walk all the way out of that room into this room towards the end, going to the bathroom. That is unnecessarily long cord, at least for me. Yeah, I'll make it work somehow. All right, back to the unboxing. Let's see what's in this. Nice. It's not as heavy as I thought it would be. I mean, the box was heavy, but for some reason the actual thing isn't. So But yeah, looks nice. Has all the knobs. And you can basically have a whole drum beat going with 4 to 8 patterns. And you have your kick, 2 snares, your tom, your cymbal, closed hat, and open hat with the FM drum. Don't know much about drums, honestly, so it'll be a learning experience to learn how to use this thing. But yeah, it's awesome. So of course I was looking through to find the power brick, and apparently it doesn't have the male part that goes into the wall yet. So I found the packet with the male part, but there's more than one apparently. Don't know where that goes. That's the one we need. It's in there. That one. The other ones I'm kind of confused about, honestly, but as long as the one that goes into a normal wall socket, that's fine. Alright, and last but not least, the pedal. And I mean, it's a pedal, so I don't really think I need to show you guys that. Alright, it's all finished. Still a mess, but at least it's all plugged in. I have the pedal there, I have the microphone plugged in, I have the headset plugged in, I have the drum synthesizer plugged in. It actually has a really cool light show that it gives off when you turn it on. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let me shut it off for now. I'll have to learn how to use this, probably take a while, but now for this mess. I just wanted to show you guys my workplace, messy workplace, messy studio. It's a work in progress, but if you guys enjoyed this one, hit that like button. I greatly appreciate all the support, and it'd be better if you'd subscribe and stay tuned. I'm going to be putting out plenty of new beats and maybe some vlogs as well, and more videos showing the progress of the studio. I'm gonna keep on doing air quotes, even though it's cringy. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Also, this is my second channel. If you want to check out my first channel, I have gaming and car stuff. I'm detailing my car and giving it some protection, coatings and stuff like that. If you want to see that stuff and that interests you, I'll have that in the description section and a link there. But yeah, that's all. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.